Good evening. My name is Lauren Shavitz, and I'm the Executive Director of CHANA. It is my pleasure to welcome you from wherever you are this evening to Stories of Survival, CHANA's second annual Voices event. CHANA is a program of the Associated Jewish Federation of Baltimore that serves victims and survivors of domestic violence, sexual abuse, and elder abuse in our community and beyond. We know that our own Baltimore Jewish community is affected by abuse at the same rates as every other community in our country. And with that in mind, we recognize that October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. As we plan to celebrate Hana's 25th anniversary this year, COVID-19 changed everything, as it had a particularly devastating impact on victims and survivors of abuse. The stories that you will hear tonight are from the front lines. They are the stories of people in our very own community experiencing and overcoming domestic violence in these unprecedented and uncertain times. The stories that you will hear are real. They are upsetting, and for some, they may be triggering. For the protection and privacy of Hana's clients, the experiences you are about to hear are shared not by clients themselves, but by actors. Thank you to a community that cares, to the Associated that supports us in every step of the work we do, to the generous sponsors you have seen listed who made this event possible, and to each and every one of you for joining us as we listen to the voices of survivors.
In spite of the rapid escalation of this crisis across the world, the nation, and our state, some people are still choosing to ignore those executive orders and directives. No Maryland resident should be leaving their home unless it is for an essential job or for an essential reason.
Hi there. So if I say the weather is changing, it means I'm going to need to hang up. We're in lockdown and everything is shut down. Normally I commute for work. So now that I'm not commuting anymore, I'm home. We are together all the time and things are really getting bad here.
My son, he's an adult now, though he still lives with me at home. He has lots of challenges. With COVID, we're not going out, we're not going to the store. He lost his job. There are times he lashes out at me. It's gotten very bad. He's gotten physically violent with me.
This time, he beat me so badly I was hospitalized. He put a tracking device in my bag, so I left it behind.
Working, raising 3 beautiful children, and building a strong Jewish home. I'm really juggling it all. There was already one round of layoffs, and I know the next one is coming. The virus has not been good for my husband's stress. It's become an obsession that I am spending too much. He questions every dollar. He's canceling my grocery orders and not allowing me to buy clothes that the kids really need. He's blowing up at me and the kids more and more often.
People have this idea that domestic violence doesn't happen in the Jewish community. Like the virus, nobody is immune to it.
In my marriage, Nothing I had to say mattered. I was told to shut up or else. For years, I kept quiet. My husband came home from the office one day. He was coughing a lot. It was just when COVID started. I was about to ask him to cover his mouth, but I didn't want to say anything because I thought he would get upset with me. So every time he would cough, I would just quietly cover my mouth a little bit. Well, he found that very offensive. He chased after me, grabbed me by the shoulders. He started coughing right in my face, taunting me and screaming that he was going to infect me, just in case he was infected. He pushed me so hard I lost my balance and hit my hip on the table. When I was on the floor trying to get up, he spit on me.
My husband's anger is getting so scary, but our home is our life. And with the virus, where would I even go?
I have no ID, no wallet, no hand sanitizer, nothing. In the middle of a pandemic. I can't buy food or clothes. The MVA, my bank, everything is shut down. I don't know how I'm gonna get a new ID, or even if it's still possible to get one and apply for an apartment. I don't know how I'll see my way out of this.
My husband got so upset when he saw the phone bill that he broke my phone. He knows how badly I need it to stay on top of everything. When I started to walk away, he wouldn't let me go.
If I called the police, he could get locked up, or the police would come and they'd hurt him.
His beating has gotten so much worse. I'm so afraid that he's going to kill me and that nobody is going to find my body because they're not going to realize that anything's wrong. The weather's...
He chased me. He coughed on me. He was trying to give me COVID. That's attempted murder. Not only could I not say anything, there was nothing I'm ever going to be able to do to keep this man happy or keep myself safe. I got away and I called for help.
With this situation in the house, CHANA is my support system. They've been able to connect us with food and other things that we need, referrals from my son.
CHANA got me a place to stay. The advocate said I can still get a protective order, but that with everything closed, the process is changing every day. They know it would help keep me safe, and they said they can work with me on all of it.
In lockdown, I started having panic attacks again. Alarm bells were going off inside my head, like these echoes over and over again, like I can't get out, like I'm trapped. It was like I was with my ex again, you know? In the group, I can connect with people who may not have the exact same experience as me, but they've been there, they get it.
That impacts our bodies and our health mentally, spiritually.
Now I can speak whenever I want to. I can sing around the house to my plants. I can talk to my friends. Who could imagine it would take a pandemic to get me to safety? I stayed in the marriage for as long as I did for my kids. Now they're the ones who tell me, Mom, we aren't worried sick about you anymore. Now we can all take a deep breath.
Healing isn't about undoing the past. It's about learning to value myself and what I can do to take care of myself in lots of different ways right now.
I survived.
We have just heard the stories of those who are living through a crisis within a crisis. Join CHANA in supporting people who continue to navigate these dangerous and traumatic situations by helping to raise awareness in our community. Share the link to this video with your networks. Be an advocate. Make a donation. Lend your voice.